Yes.
were precise and a spectacle worthy of God. Everyone put in their best efforts, especially his famous cathedral choir. Now, you've all heard of that reprobate Augustine. His mother, Monica, prayed unceasingly for his conversion, and she pestered Ambrose, the bishop, to offer masses for her wayward son, who followed some eclectic New Age religion. Sound familiar? Anyway, Augustine was impressed with the capabilities of Ambrose, because Ambrose was a leader among men. His reputation as a civil administrator preceded him, and he brought a lot of skills to his work as a bishop, along with a lot of virtues, courage and fortitude. He preached boldly, and the cathedral choir rehearsed thoroughly. Anyway, Augustine used to just come in and sit down in the back. He was a African, you know, dark skin, and he'd be sitting in the shadows, you know, but just observing and listening. And what happened was, he was reduced to tears by the cathedral choir singing the Psalms. God got to him through the liturgy and brought him to his knees. And then he was open to listening to the preaching of Ambrose. One day he got up enough courage to go and knock on Ambrose's door. Well, Ambrose was so engrossed in reading a book that he didn't even hear the timid knock on the door the first time. But anyway, Augustine came back. So it was an interesting thing. The sheep was chasing the shepherd, although today's gospel talks about the shepherds chasing the sheep. Well, I think it was Jesus who was being the good shepherd in this case, and he was hunting down Augustine. But he was using Ambrose, and he was using Monica, of course, Augustine's mother, to prepare the ground for the seed, the good seed of the word to be sown in Augustine's soul. Well, you can read the rest of the story in the Confessions of St. Augustine, but Ambrose had a part to play in that, which is significant because it reminds us of the importance of bishops. And we pray for Danny Ma, who will be ordained as an auxiliary bishop. Perhaps one day he'll have a big diocese like Milan in Italy. We pray that Ambrose will be an intercessor for him, so that he too can be a good shepherd after the heart of St. Ambrose.